Hello, welcome to Water Peace Project's monthly water ceremony for peace and collective consciousness experiment series. We're in collaboration with Cybertronica and AquaPsy. And for anyone who's tuning in on our Facebook or YouTube right now, and you'd like to participate in our live experiment, then you'll need to join us on AquaPsy so you can see the live water sample during this session. And it's free and easy to join. You just go to aquapsy.com and enter in your email to create a free account and click join the experiment. And so we're going to post that link for you in the chat, direct link for the live experiment for anyone who wants to participate in our research. That would be greatly appreciated. And so, hello everyone, I'm Lindsay Fox. I'm water researcher, international Hado instructor, and founder at Water Peace Project. And today I'm joined by my Oceania sister, Laura Sa Pele Lafoia Ava from One Global Family Foundation and Alliances, and our honorary guest, who is an African ambassador of peace. Please welcome Dr. Karambu Ringera, also known as Mama Karambu, because of all of the children that she cares for and dedicates her work. My sincere love and gratitude to you both for joining us in resonance to hold this global water ceremony for peace, especially today. It's truly an honor and welcome to you both. Thank you.
Mahalo. Thank you, Sister Lindsay. Aloha, talofa, Mama Karambu, and welcome everyone.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Lindsay and Laura Sa, for having me here today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Asante sana, barikiweni sana.
Asante, thank you. It really truly means a lot to have you both here and unite with us through water for the purpose of peace. And I want to express my sincere gratitude to you both for your incredible work that you do to promote peace in your community. It's just truly amazing and inspirational, and it actually brings a tremendous amount of hope in my heart. So love and gratitude to both of you, and love and gratitude to everyone who's joining us online every month to send their sincere feelings of love and gratitude to the water sample during our water ceremony and this consciousness experiment. And today is experiment number 14 of the series, where we're scientifically measuring the effects of group consciousness directed at the same water sample at the same exact time. And so to view the live water sample today during this experiment and participate, you have to log on to AquaPsy, and the direct experiment link is in the chat box. It's at aquapsy.com. And so when you join the experiment, you'll see us and the water sample together. So this water sample is actually located in the lab in Germany, where it's isolated and stabilized, and it's constantly being measured 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for any subtle changes taking place. And this experiment began when we started, and it actually lasts for about 27 minutes. So let's begin by synchronizing our breath. And for those of you who are participating on AquaPsy, you can, during the experiment, you can just follow the inhale and exhale prompt for the whole time. And now I'll sound the crystal bowl. Together, let's take 3 deep breaths. We're connecting to our sincere feelings of love and gratitude, and we are directing them to the water sample now. So it is no coincidence that we are holding our Water for Peace ceremony today on September 11th. And today marks the day of the horrific terrorist attacks that occurred in 2001. And it was 10 years after that, on March 11th, 2011, when the earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster happened in Japan. And that's when Dr. Emoto had first requested for the world to dedicate the 11th of each month as a day that we pray for peace on earth. And by connecting to our sincere heart and sending out our pure feelings of love and gratitude, starting with the water within us, rippling out to everyone around us and to all water on earth. And we are paying our respect to water because we are related to water on a deep level. And peace begins with the hado, or vibrations, that we create with our thoughts, words, intentions that create our world. Therefore, peace begins within. And Dr. Emoto taught us that our consciousness affects the water, and that we can actually help heal our people, the animals, plants, the land, and the water by thinking, by speaking, acting with the intentions of peace towards water, and that all water is connected, and water is what truly unites us. And I know this resonates with both of my water sisters here, and our sacred mana keeper, Laura Sa Pele Lafoia Ava, and our special guest, Dr. Karumba Ringera. It's an honor, and thank you both for your resonance and joining me here today to hold this space for the purpose of peace. Laura Sa, my sincere love and gratitude for uniting us with Mama Karambu. It's really such an honor, and thank you both.
Oh, thank you, my dear sister Lindsay. Mahalo fa'apitai telelava. Aloha and talofa to everyone again. Welcome. It has been 1 year since Karambu and I first met. So Mama Karambu is very near and dear to my heart. She was one of the phenomenal global women leaders that participates in our monthly Congress of Women, our General Congress. And she has spoken along with other women leaders since September of 2020, and then also again helping us to kick off the initiative in January of 2021. So I'm truly grateful that she has accepted this invitation. It brings us such great honor to welcome her as our newest peace partner and our honorary guest today. Please welcome Dr. Karambu Ringera from Kenya, Africa. And she is an incredible African ambassador for peace, also known as Mama, because she has hundreds of children, actually 2,000 children that she helps and cares and loves for in her incredible work that she does there in her local community. Dr. Karambu Rengera was born and raised in Meru, Kenya, and she earned her PhD in intercultural communication in 2007 from the University of Denver. She also earned her master's in media from Natal University, South Africa in 1999, with her focus on peace and justice. She previously received a master's of theological studies from the Elif School of Theology in Colorado in 2003 and a Bachelor of Education degree in 1980 and a postgraduate diploma in mass communication from the University of Nairobi, Kenya in 1997. Karambu is also an adjunct associate professor in the Sustainable Peacebuilding Master's Program of the University of Wisconsin. She uses her extensive academic background and international experience working in many countries to design and implement models of regenerative peacebuilding, effective community engagement, women's and youth's grassroots organizing programs, collaborative problem-solving models, preemptive and post-conflict reconciliation, and proactive health campaigns. She has built a successful working model of Amani homes, which are community homes of peace for orphans and vulnerable children in Kenya.
Yes.
Dr. Karambu is the founder and president of the Tiriji Foundation, International Peace Initiatives, and the Amani Children's Homes, and the New Generation Leaders Program, the Tiriji Eco Center, and co-founder of the Practical Permaculture Institute in Mount Kenya region. Karambu is truly dedicated to global peacemaking, and I am so grateful. She serves with me on World Advisory Council Board for One Global Family Foundation and Alliances, as well as Unity and Diversity World Council, and she's our newest Congress member for the International Councils and Congress of Women and Youth. Mama Karambu, thank you. We are so grateful and truly honored to have you with us here today to share your heart, your wisdom, and your beautiful, beautiful spirit. Thank you, Asante, and welcome, my dear.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm so grateful that I've been given the opportunity and the grace to serve in the ways that I've been able to serve my community. Thank you, Lindsay and Laura, for inviting me here today for this amazing water ceremony as we remember September 11. I sum up my work as a calling to hold a space for people to know who they are and to step into their highest self or their highest calling. I work with vulnerable people, women living with HIV and AIDS, or children who've lost their parents because of HIV and AIDS, poverty, or violence in their lives. And the work that I've done has taught me that there's no one who is vulnerable in the eyes of the divine. But God has given me a calling to work with them, to walk with them, not to help them. They don't need help. They need support. And so for us at International Peace Initiatives, peace is not merely the absence of war. It is when people have access to the resources that they need to live lives of dignity and to thrive. And so I work with the children and the women as whole, complete, pure, and enough as they were created by their creator. I've created the intention that everything that I do is geared towards building peace within. I recognize that in the mainstream thinking, we say that people are poor, people are this and the other. There's no one who is helpless and hopeless, except for the systems that we've created to keep people in ways that make us then help them. So our work is about breaking those chains so that people recognize that they are the peace that they've been looking for. One of the most amazing experiences I've had in my life was when I was meditating once and I became water. I was in a pond, but I knew myself. I knew who I was, but I was water. And there was a lily plant and some fish in this pond. There are no words for me that I've discovered yet to help me explain how that feeling of being water. We coexisted with the plant and the fish so peacefully and harmoniously. I didn't feel as if the plant was taking water from me or the fish was doing anything. It was so serene. It was so peaceful. I wished I could be water for the rest of my life. So when I see a pool of water nowadays or a body of water, I stop. It always amazes me. And I'm like, who is this water? You know, and what is the message that it is telling me? The sound of water is so soothing. It brings me home to that experience that I had when I was water in a pond with a lily plant and a fish. I believe that peace is divine. And when we have divine peace within us, we co-create, we co-birth the peace that we were born with the Creator. When I am peace, the whole is peace. When I have divine peace within me, I am part of the source, capital S. I am part of the source, and I am source, small s. So I'm here to co-create, to bring peace, because it must begin within me, and so that it can go outwards. And this peace is the same peace that I experience when I walk in nature. The same kind of serenity and peace that I felt when I was in that pond of water is what I experience when I'm in nature. And so nature brings the divine essence within me as source with the source, who, for me, because I grew up a Christian, I call God. And so nature brings me to God. Water brings me to God. And in the end, I recognize that the peace that I feel, the serenity, the wholesomeness that I feel is the divine in me. And so nature brings me to God. Nature is God. My people, for the longest time, my ancestors faced Mount Kenya, the largest entity in their environment that they knew of. They faced the mountain to pray. They didn't pray the mountain. They faced it as the representation of this amazingness, of this awesome being, divine essence that they couldn't understand. But they knew it was represented in nature in Mount Kenya. But when the missionaries came, they said, we worshiped the mountain. We didn't worship the mountain. The mountain, nature, was a representation of God. And that is who they worshiped, God. Today, we are facing so many upheavals in nature. That is a reflection of the upheavals within. And when we awaken to the peace within so that we can be peace without. We recognize that it's not in the absence of chaos that we be peace, but in spite of the chaos, we be peace. It's not just about having peace within, it's about being that peace. And when we be the peace, that beingness heals the whole. But it has to begin with me. It has to begin with me. Indeed, if I want to see peace, harmony, and love in the world, I have to be that. Indeed, I am the peace, the love, the harmony that I've been looking for. Namaste.
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 Wow, that was really beautiful, and thank you so much for sharing that. It's turning me into a puddle, and you sharing your time of feeling that you were water, and you said that you wish that you could always be water. And isn't it how fascinating to me how we pretty much are all water, and we feel this, that it's something separate from us, and also same with God, and that we can learn a lot from nature and water. And Dr. Emoto said it best, that the trees and the plants show respect for each other by the way that they live in harmony. And this also applies to the animal kingdom. And he believed that there was a spiritual awareness that existed that attempted to raise people's consciousness to pray for harmony in all things, and that harmony is the greatest of virtues. And just emphasizing what you just said, Mama Karumba, that when we look deep into the power of water, and this is a quote from Dr. Emoto, we end up affirming the existence of the divine, and that water teaches us that something greater than ourselves created the entire universe, and that we are all children of God. And if these teachings were more widely accepted, we'd come to see a new harmonious way of life. And Dr. Emoto's theories about water evolved from that idea that water is a messenger of God, which then evolved into water is a representative of God. And his final conclusion was that water is God, and which is completely resonant with what you just shared in your own words from your heart. And with these things in mind, let's begin the water ceremony. And let's create a resonant field with our sincere feelings of love and gratitude. To begin, I'll sound the crystal bowl 3 times. Kurumba will open up this ceremony with a song of peace in her native language, Swahili. I'll share the grand invocation in Japanese, and Laura Sa will share the Ho'oponopono prayer. So you can follow along with those by repeating after us. And we'll begin now.
I invite us to gently close our eyes. The song that I'm going to share in Swahili means peace begins within me. And when I let that peace to begin within me, it sends peace to the whole world. That peace that begins within me is the peace of the world. Amani anze nami, amani anze nami, amani ya dunia ianze nami, amani ya dunia amani ianze nawe, amani ianze nawe, amani ya dunia ianze nawe, amani ya dunia ianze nawe, amani ianze na sisi wote, amani ianze nasi, amani ya dunia ianze na sisi wote, amani ya dunia ianze nasi.
That was such a beautiful song. Thank you, Mama Karamba.
It was like a lullaby.
It really was beautiful.
Thank you.
And
Thank
it
you.
felt like it was floating on water.
Oh, amen. Thank you.
Together, let's chant the grand invocation in Japanese. And this is a powerful kotodama that, or a mantra of peace that Dr. Emoto's teacher taught him. And the meaning, we're going to chant it in Japanese, but the meaning in English is the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world of true and grand harmony. And so it was actually their hopes that just 10% of the world's population would chant the grand invocation for peace and harmony. And this would be a tipping point that we could shift everything in that direction. So I'll start and you can follow along by repeating after me. Uchu no Mugen no.
Uchu no Mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korekote.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Miyo ga narinata.
Uchu no Mugen no.
Uchu no Mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korekote.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Miyo ga narinata.
Uchu no Mugen no.
Uchu no Mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korekote.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Makoto no Daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Miyo ga narinata. Together, let's now chant the Ho'oponopono prayer. This is a powerful Hawaiian prayer for resolution, forgiveness, and healing, deep healing. Together, we will say it 3 times. Please repeat after me. Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you. Oh, that was just, thank you so much, everyone. That was such a beautiful ceremony, and that completes our ceremony. And Mama Karambo, Larsa, I'm so grateful for your resonance and sharing your heart today for peace and harmony. So I feel like a puddle of water, but may these resonant feelings of love and gratitude puddle you up and ripple out to everyone around you, your community, your animals, the people around you. And we know we need that more than ever with everything that's happening in the world. So I'm just so grateful for both of you. Love and thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Oh, sweet Lindsay, in your puddle and my river, we join with Karambu, Mama Karambu, in Mother Ocean. Today has been such a sweet blessing to begin this day, 9/11. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part, the Mana Keeper of the Water Peace Project, and many other wonderful peace building initiatives happening around the world, which are so very much necessary. I'm truly grateful that Mama Karambu has joined us today and has shared her heart and indigenous wisdom and song with us. Peace begins from within. Love and compassion begins from within and ripples out into the universe. And when we have such pure intentions for the greater good and upliftment of all, the universe has to step forward and conspire to help us make it a reality, to manifest it forward. 9/11 is such a special, sacred day for me. It was truly 20 years ago, my spiritual awakening to exit out of the corporate arena and into engaging locally and globally in interfaith peace building through collaborative impact humanitarian projects. And so today, this water peace ceremony kicks off 3 other ceremonies. We begin at 8 a.m. Pacific time with this water peace ceremony. And then at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we have a Hope in the Holy 20 years of interfaith peace building event with collaborative partners in Los Angeles. And then at 7 p.m., we have Light the Darkness, embracing one another with kindness. And that will be with the mayor of the city of Yorba Linda. It's an annual event that has been done every year since the 9/11 terrorist attacks. And it's to bring us all together as a local and global family to share our love and our light and to help illuminate the world. So that's what's happening today. Join us, and all of our information will be posted on our peacesundays.org website. It will also be the kickoff of our initiative and fundraising campaign from 9/11 to 11/11, another auspicious day. 11/11 represents the global awakening, spiritual awakening of humanity. So join us in our campaign. The funds will be to provide free wheelchairs to our global family. In addition to that, we will also be allocating some funds to wonderful projects worldwide, as well as our local homeless programs and COVID-19 resource programs in Southern California. Mama Karambu, we definitely want to help support your wonderful, wonderful efforts there in Kenya. And all of this information again will be shared, and I'm sure that Lindsay will help me post it on our Water Peace Project website on our partnership page. And at this time, I would love to extend the invitation to Mama Karambu to perhaps share about our Parliament of the World's Religions program that we'll have in October. And we'll post all that information as well on peacesundays.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Larissa, for the amazing work that you and Lindsay are doing in the world. It's just a pleasure. It's heartfelt pleasure to participate in this water ceremony. I went to the States. When I first went to the States, I went there on the 7th of September, 2001. And is it 3-4 days later, September 11 happened. It was, I remember I was stepping out to go to class, and I had my backpack. That was my first week in the US, and I'm looking at the screen, and the second plane is hitting the towers, and it's incomprehensible. And my mother is calling to say, come back home, come back home. That was the moment I learned the meaning of home, because it started me on a process of, there are no flights, I can't swim to Kenya, I can't walk to Kenya. What is gonna happen? And that is when I learned that home is where the heart is at. And that is when I made the decision that the world is my home. And when I started International Peace Initiatives, that is why I called it Peace Initiatives, because everything I wanted to do was meant to be to build peace within people. So I would like to invite everyone to visit our website at IPeaceI, peace, the word peace, PEACEI, ipeacei.org, and you'll find what we do there. You will see what we do there. And like Larissa said, I'm going to be partnering with all of them in this amazing panel where we'll be talking about becoming global peacemakers at the Parliament of World Religions. Please join us, because each one of us is a peace builder. And when we stand together in harmony and wholeness, we become the peace we want to see in the world. The motto of International Peace Initiatives is inspiring action for peace. So I invite each one of us to recognize the action for peace that is calling you at this time as we remember September 11. God bless, namaste, and remember, you and I are the peace that we have been looking for. God bless, namaste.
Namaste, aloha, asante. Just as you have stated, Mama Karambu, the world is our home. After 9/11, my daughter Brittany, she was only 11 years old, but the devastation, the post-traumatic stress that she was undergoing, I was feeling it all. She couldn't sleep at night, couldn't eat, her grades were failing, and all she asked for that Christmas was peace for herself, for her family, for all the children and all the families in the world. And at that time, I said a prayer to God, send me as a mother to wherever the terrorists are in the world so that I can share my spirit of aloha and alofa and remind everyone that we are one global family. We're one ohana and we belong to one another. We belong to our creator. And by honoring each other and our mother nature, we honor the master artist, the creator, our mother and father as one. Leatua Keakua. And be careful what you ask for. I have gone to places that I'd never even dreamed of, even answering the inner call by Creator to go to and serve in places where Osama bin Laden was discovered. We served in those areas to plant seeds of love, of peace, of unity, of aloha. So we are one global family, and this beautiful planet is our home. And as mothers, especially, it is up to us to unite the world. Thank you. Aloha.
I'm in awe of both of you. I'm so moved by this, and my sincere love and gratitude to you both and your incredible activism work. This is exactly the important things that we all need to be realizing and coming together. Especially, we just the terror, the bombing, and what's going on in Afghanistan, and the response of more war or we're going to come and get you is not that. It's like what Laura said. We need to find a way to love and forgive those that are unlovable and that we feel naturally inclined to hate or create war with, whatever that is. That's how we resolve these things. And it's thankfully people like both of you that have these incredible hearts that see, maybe a situation that others might look at as negative as an opportunity to love and forgive and unite. So I'm so grateful for both of you. And if you
We're
guys,
grateful for you. We are grateful for you and the work, your passion work, your light work of the Water Peace Project. That's everything. Bringing us together so we can share our messages, so that we can become the change that we wish to see in the world as we paradigm shift into this new earth, new humanity for our future generations to thrive, not just survive, but thrive. So thank you, Lindsay.
thank you so much, Larsa, and
Thank you, Mama
Thank you.
Karambu.
Mama Karambu. And for
Thank
those of
you.
you joining in, you you probably know you can connect with Larsa at peacesundays.org. We'll put that in the chat box. Also for Mama Karambu, it's ipeacei.org. And you can learn more about Water Peace Project's monthly schedule, our group consciousness experiments, and our published research if you visit waterpeaceproject.org. And we're so grateful for you tuning in today. And we'll hope that you tune in throughout the day with Laura Sa and her events, and actually each day, the same time today, for until September 21st, which is International Peace Day. We have a live stream starting September 12th through the 19th. We have 8 days of global love and gratitude. September 20th, we have intermittent water fasting. And also on the same day, we have our full moon meditation at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And So on September 21st, we have International Peace Day and our Global Water Crystal Experiment. And we have once again joining us special guests Hiro Emoto and Dr. Kumbunga Andrahanetti. And so everything we do is free. All you need to do is join with your sincere heart. And you can view everything, all the schedules and the links to the experiments at waterpeaceproject.org. And we also have a Water for Peace pledge that you can take. It's also free. It's just where you have mindfulness to water, that you are aware that you are creating our world with your thoughts, your words, your emotions, your intentions, and you know that they have an effect on water. And by doing this, we are actually using our power of consciousness as a force of action to make a difference with the intention of peace every day. And that will bring peace to our bodies and to the rest of the world. So please join us every month. Love and thanks to everyone joining, especially to Mama Karambu today for her incredible wisdom, sharing that beautiful song and her heart. And Laura Sa also for your resonance and support. Thank you, everyone.
Aloha, alofa.
Kwaheri ya kuonana, barikiweni.
We hope you join us again. Thanks, everyone. Bye.